If you are okay with this resolution, I will be providing you with a settlement agreement.
How do I know that this is real?
I am the lawyer within, one of the lawyers within PayPal who represents the company.
What's up guys, Derek, moreplates.com. Today we're going to be talking about getting fucking robbed. Yes, indeed. We're talking about literally having your money stolen from you and having no recourse whatsoever, dude. This is, believe it or not, something that is happening pretty prevalently on PayPal. And I have some personal experience with it myself. And this kind of situation we're going to be talking about today sort of just rehashed it in my head a little bit because, I don't know, I sort of wanted to just block it out of my fucking mind, to be honest, because it was such a frustrating situation. But this was like, you know, crossing the line to magnitudes higher than my situation. This is Jerdani Kraja. He is, I don't even know if you call him a fitness influencer now. Like, I guess he used to be. He was an IFBB pro. And now since is more like, I don't know, an entrepreneur and stuff like that. And basically he had over 100 grand basically robbed out of his account. So I have been following this story over the past couple days as it's been unfolding. And basically what happened, like, I'll let him summarize it, but hacker got into his account, started converting currency back and forth, like in the most weird fucking scenario of all time, literally like burning his account to nothing with currency conversion fees. And then PayPal essentially not notifying him at all, having no, I don't know, recourse whatsoever as well when it's pretty obvious it's not him doing this. And then denying that they actually, after this started to pick up steam on social media, because he posted about it, as you would expect. You have no fucking choice essentially when you've lost, like, I don't know how much of his life savings this was. Like, apparently this was his like personal fucking bank account that he was treating as like a means of a debit, like for actual purchasing shit for his day-to-day life. Like, not everyone has a like traditional like big bank. Like, PayPal is a big bank, I guess, at the end of the day. So like some people use things like TransferWise, PayPal, keep all the funds in the account. And I guess it's almost similar to like, to be honest, it's similar to when people say don't leave your cryptocurrency in a exchange because something might happen and then you get fucked. But it's like, even with the big banks, like, and some of the stuff that's been going on, it's like, I don't know, like, what do you do? Like, keep fucking cash in your backyard at this point? Like, I don't know. So, like, I actually just watched a documentary the other day about the Quadriga collapse in Canada, which you may or may not have heard about, but it was the biggest crypto exchange in Canada. And I knew people who had crypto in the exchange treating it as like their wallet. And when the owner, you know, died, if he died or not, or just like ran off with the funds and scammed everyone. I don't know if that's, you know, been that's been further dug into since that documentary, but when your funds are gone, they're fucking gone. There's no recourse whatsoever. And with PayPal, this is like actual currency they're using that should be, I would think, like FDIC insured or like some fucking thing that is otherwise allowing you to get some like just, I don't know, fucking resolution if you get screwed. And it's not really the case, unfortunately. This seems to be a company that really, you know, I don't know, if you don't have a voice, like you might be fucked. So that is what we're gonna get into now, is this video with Jerdani. I haven't seen it yet. I've been waiting to do a live reaction to it where he basically summarizes the entire situation.
If you are okay with this resolution, I will be providing you with a settlement agreement.
How do I know that this is real?
Okay, so caption first. This week, PayPal admitted to wrongfully allowing 102 grand to be taken out of my account. Rather than apologizing and quickly curing the matter by putting my money back into my account, PayPal engaged me with shady racketeering type extortion tactics. In other words, they wanted me to sign a bullshit agreement relieving them of liability in exchange for giving me my own money back. It gets worse. They used their in-house attorney as a front man to pitch me the deal. We fucked up, signed the settlement agreement, we will give you your money back. When CBS caught them and called them out, and by the way, he like literally he's gonna be on the news for this shit. and called them out. They lied. Luckily, we have it all on tape. If PayPal's own attorney can't be trusted, why should we trust PayPal with our money and financial transactions? Again, thank you everyone who has given me a voice. I know so many of you have not been heard or had the platform to be heard. I wouldn't have gotten the attention of PayPal, the media, and I would not have gotten my money back if it weren't for you all. Like they said, they already looked at it and deemed it normal and authorized and wouldn't care if I was kidnapped. This has truly been a nightmare. I didn't sleep, eat, or leave my house for 5 days from this happening. This has affected my relationships all week, arguing friends, business partners. It's truly scary how in a blink of an eye, your life can change so fast, that fast. And for many, they could never have a chance to be heard and would be, as PayPal would say, shit out of luck. This has been a nightmare and a truly one of the worst weeks of my life. I will make sure everyone who wasn't heard is now heard. If anything like this or something similar happened to you, please go to the link in my story and let me know something is not right here at PayPal. So, like my situation quickly, I posted a comment on one of his first videos because it just kind of stood out to me because I was like, unfortunately not surprised. Like for me, this happened about, I don't know, a year and a half ago at this point or something. And basically one day my personal account just got banned for no logical reason whatsoever. And the money in it gets frozen. They have a process whereby they keep the money on hold for like 6 months, and then you're supposed to be able to get access to it after, which you might not be able to do. And if you don't, they just fucking keep it, dude. So for me, fortunately, it was not this amount of money, but it still fucking sucked. And like when somebody literally robs you, like you don't want them to get $1, obviously. So for me, I lost a couple $1,000 to PayPal, literally frozen my account. And then after the 6 months completed, I see a withdrawal and it shows it's not to my bank account, it's to fucking PayPal's account. And it's for, you violated their terms and service, which are extremely fucking vague and impossible to adhere to because they just kind of just pick and choose random people to freeze, ban, do whatever the fuck they want. And then if you get hacked, apparently there's no recourse too. And they just, I don't know, just like general neglect to any sort of ethical practices, essentially. And it's, like I didn't make a video about it, and I guess I could have at the time, but it's kind of fucked up how if they think you're just a normal person who has no voice, then they will not treat you the same, which appears to be what is the case here, at least from what I'm interpreting, and it was my experience certainly at the time too.
I am the lawyer one of the lawyers within PayPal who represents the company.
From being told I'm getting it all back to I'm shit out of luck. And I'm sure you heard that.
Communication was shared with me, but you had an Instagram video. It did happen over that 27-minute period.
How can you move $100,000 in someone's account without notifying them?
And that $100,000 was the different exchange fees and all of that kind of a thing that comes when currency gets changed.
Now, what kind of premium is that to charge $10,000 to $20,000 in conversion rates? Is there no security checkpoint in place for that?
It is not common for it to kind of be set for a cycle of currency conversion to get set. That conversion resulted in a loss to you.
Do you understand how many news agencies have contacted me? CBS News cannot even believe what they're hearing.
So as far as I know, PayPal typically sends a notification when you withdraw money to your account or something. They will send like a, processing payment, email or something. So the fact that somebody was able to be in his account and exchange currency back and forth from like USD to like fucking Russian and like back and forth to a bunch of different things over and over until the balance drained over 100K and no notification was sent, no phone call, no nothing. Like even sometimes when I do a credit card transaction that is, a few $100, sometimes I will get a notification saying, hey, was this you? Or get a call from the credit card company to approve it if something looks kind of wonky. So I don't know, the fact that these practices aren't in place, it's kind of wild. In addition to that, the fact that they basically said he's shit out of luck. Like, I'm not surprised, but again, it's baffling, but also unsurprising, unfortunately, at least given my experience with this company.
We are basically making it so that that loss is being recompensed. We're offering you that full amount. It was the fees, it was the cycle, it was all of these things. And so that is what we are, offering you as a way to make things,
Telling me it's a courtesy to be called back by PayPal? This is not $500. This is not $1,000. This is a six-figure amount.
If you do not accept that amount, like I said, absolutely up to you, and I can understand full amount of the loss is not sufficient for you, and that you are seeking more funds from PayPal. Because if that's the case, then I need to know, because then I need to talk to people, and then we're going to have different people involved in this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a counter to that?
I do have an offer in my mind. I have a figure, if that's what you're asking, but I'm going to go run it by my team first. And you can run it, what your information is up to your team.
But that the current offer of just the loss amount is insufficient for you. Is that
I have
fair?
not slept. I've been on the phone with FBI. I've been on the phone with police. Thousands of people are messaging me how it happened to them in a certain way, or the same way, or a different way, and how they don't even have money to go after it, to sue, and they don't have a voice. Every customer service rep I have recorded, they all said the same thing as well. Most unusual thing they've ever seen.
For a lot of people, that 100,000, and for just about,
Yeah, do you know how many people messaged me saying that they would have took their own life if this happened to them, that they would have killed themselves? It is scary, the power, how big of a monster, and how you guys could just steal. I couldn't imagine if I was a regular person. Thank God I'm not.
Yeah, so I can relate to the situation at a much lower magnitude, but I've seen and heard of people of the class action lawsuits that are supposedly getting drafted up against PayPal for basically just freezing accounts, keeping funds. This does not seem to be a rare occurrence as far as this, getting a hacker in your account and converting currency and just fucking with you for no reason. That is kind of wild and out there, obviously, and a next level situation. But ultimately, the fact that they won't take you seriously until you get a fucking news outlet involved and barrage the shit out of their social media, it doesn't really reflect well on the company's ethics and practices from what I've seen. So that is my personal experience. And, it sounds like he did indeed get the money back, fortunately. So he did post some updates today, which are, with the news team and whatnot.
A little update for you. News and media are on their way to my house this morning. They'll be here shortly in about 20 minutes. It will be on World News. So today, the story has caught fire thanks to all you guys. So my community, everybody who's been supporting this and raising awareness to what has happened and what is not right, I appreciate you, and I'll keep you posted. The news team's on their way. Okay, you guys, CBS just left my house. I believe it should be aired tomorrow morning. Very weird things happened. As CBS was at my house, PayPal called CBS while they were doing the interview, and CBS said, "I'm actually here with them now." They then went into another room to talk, and apparently I no longer have to sign a settlement to get my money back. And this is all stuff I'm going to show soon and expose. We will be going after them. This is not right by any means. They called CBS and asked them to not release the story, basically, and that they're going to return my money. What you guys don't know, which I have also recorded, is that they called me yesterday asking for a settlement with my own money, offering me my own money as a return of staying quiet, of not pursuing this, of not exposing this. It's my money. Why are we even talking about a settlement? Why are you offering me my money? PayPal's lawyer actually called me and stated, "We're prepared to give you back your money if you'll sign a settlement." Why do I have, it's my money. Why is the money not in my account? To which they replied, "Do you have a certain dollar figure in mind?" And I have it all recorded, which you guys will see here today. And I said, "I'm going to talk to my team. I've hired former FBI agents, digital analysts, a great legal team behind me. Do you guys understand, for a week I have not slept. I have not eaten. I have been crying. I've been broken down. You have ruined my trust with my banking system. I am not the same from this. It's affecting my work. Have you guys not seen what you've been doing? And you think you can do this to people who don't have a voice, who who don't bring attention and awareness to this? What if I wasn't who I was? Thank God that I am. Just stay tuned for later, you guys. So basically, they were using my money as leverage. We will give you your money back if you sign this. If not, we can talk to our team and maybe we can come to a resolution on some other things. All of this you guys will see here shortly. They called CBS hoping that this wouldn't make news or air. And now, come to find out, after the phone call to CBS, they said, CBS actually asked a great question. Why haven't you given him his money? We saw a video yesterday. Why did you use the word settlement with his money? And it was a new lawyer on the phone. I don't know why that word was used. And CBS goes, well, why isn't his money back in his account? You talked to him yesterday. Why haven't you sent him his money? We will. We're going to. So lo and behold, as soon as I finished this interview, and we were just on my account, CBS had me open up my account. You will see this on the morning news tomorrow. I had my bank account open during the interview. It had $0 in it. They then called CBS, found out that we were making the story. All of a sudden, as CBS leaves, the money comes rushing back into my account. This is so fucked and corrupt and dirty and fishy and fraud. Yesterday, and I have it all recorded. Wait until you guys see the video. An attorney from PayPal just called CBS in hopes that they would not be running this story tomorrow. They lied to CBS on the phone, saying they're not aware of that word usage or what's going on. They didn't say that. And now they will be returning the money. Wow. Again, you guys, we have it all on film. Everything. And thank God we do. And PayPal, you're not going to get away with this. A lawyer just called me and my legal team said to this date, this is the biggest corruption and fraud that they have ever witnessed. They are shocked right now and it is far from over. Look at that. The money is back in my account. I am going to transfer this right away. I will never be trusting. This is the largest bank in the world, by the way, you guys. Just so you know, PayPal is the largest bank in the world. They have worldwide accounts. And a lot of people are asking me why. Why did you have that much money in PayPal? PayPal was designed for this entirely. I trusted PayPal. It is the largest bank in the world, you guys. Google it. It is one of the largest. I use this as my bank account. I use this to pay for means of my life. I trust it like my bank account. You can hook it up to your other bank accounts, have a debit card to it. But to be told they would not insure me if I was kidnapped, being hung up on, being told not to call, and it's a courtesy to be called back, telling me they're not going to take my word from it, telling me I'm shit out of luck. Until you guys. So thank you guys. And I can't imagine the people who don't have a community, who don't have an army, who this has happened to. So if it has happened to you, if you feel robbed, wrong done by PayPal, I'm going to post a link on this next slide. Put your info in, say what happened, and my team that I've hired will be collecting all this and we'll be working on it for you guys. So again, I appreciate everybody. It's all because of you guys, because of my community that rose awareness, that tagged the CEO, that tagged PayPal, that were relentless, that would not let this go. And this just reeks of corruption. And the phone call, wait until you guys see the video tonight. I was finally out to eat for the first time. And it was so crazy because CBS called me and they're like, we're coming over tomorrow. And I telling them what's going on. I walk back in to eat and I'm like, you guys, that was CBS. As soon as I put my phone down, as soon as it hit the table, I get a call from an unknown number from Arizona. Legal. From PayPal.
Okay, so presumably if you have an experience similar to this and you want to join in, I'm assuming the link will be, in his bio soon, or it's in his story still. Maybe he'll be reposting it so it doesn't disappear. But wild to see this transpire, especially as somebody who over the years I've seen people, companies as well, getting their shit frozen, having to deal with long painstaking hours going back and forth with PayPal reps, fucking begging and pleading to get their shit released. And sometimes it's successful, but oftentimes I think people without voices go, get shit out of luck and end up having their money essentially robbed, more or less. Maybe it's buried in the fucking fine print in the terms of service that they're allowed to do this somehow and you agree to it, but is that an ethical thing? Should people be trusting somebody, a company that does that? I don't know. It sucks that there's not more options, for international transfers and whatnot. They are one of the only ones that I'm aware of that is good for small transactions and like everyone uses essentially. But I don't know. I guess they abuse that monopoly on the fucking market that they essentially have. And it's unfortunate because people who, don't have a voice otherwise can get fucked like this. And this is why, anytime I've heard of somebody keeping an outstanding balance in their PayPal, I'm like, do not do that, bro. And then I tell them about my, small scale version of not the same thing, of course, but mine was like banned for an illogical, like no reason given whatsoever. And there was no reason. And then literally the funds are just, they just withdraw them to themselves and then just fucking use it. Like that's what they do. It's fucked up. So anyways, hopefully, something comes out of this. You would hope that they would actually, get some sort of significant impact that would, make this not a situation where just, Jerdani as an influencer gets his money back, but it also is positively reflected in the customer experience of anybody else who's been impacted like this before. But unfortunately, I can't say I'm like overly optimistic given my past experiences with them, but like fingers fucking crossed, dude. Hopefully this, works out and something comes of it and PayPal fixes their fucking shit, dude. So anyways, if you guys have had an experience, drop it down below. Thank you guys for watching as well. You can check out the link he mentioned if you want to enter into this presumably class action lawsuit of some sort. And that's it. Talk to you guys soon.